peed all over the floor. Hey everybody, I'm back in Tennessee. Isn't this awesome? Just drove in, well, probably 20 minutes ago. And as soon as I walked in the door, I had to eat 2 oranges, an apple, and a bowl of soup. So I had to get some nourishment in me. I walked in and nobody was here. I forgot my key. I left it in the desk because last time I was in Oregon, I lost my wallet. So I thought I'm going to leave everything here. So I couldn't get in. The door was locked. So I crawled through the window. Normally the window's locked, but when I left, I unlocked it because I thought maybe something would happen.
Yeah, nobody's fooled with it.
So when I come in here, Amanda brings in about 10 minutes later, she brings in Ace, and he's all over everything. Just pee
everywhere, and it was in circles. There was pee circles everywhere in the kitchen.
He peed everywhere, didn't you, buddy? He's happy to see me.
Yes.
Yep. Didn't you, buddy? Yep. So, thank you. I'm sorry we didn't go on every day. We were gone. It was so much work out there to get done. It's going good now. It needed my attention, and I'm glad I went out there.
And everybody's saying, welcome back. They missed us, blah, 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 all that.
Thank you.
They're very sweet.
Yeah.
Everybody's been very nice.
Thank you. And I started to do a show out there, but man, I love traveling. Huh?
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I love traveling. I love going out there, but man, it just rained. It was just, it rained for 2 days sideways. And then there were trees down and everything, and it rained again.
Was
and
there
then,
any snow?
There's snow up on the mountains.
On the mountains.
Yeah. It was peppering up there, but down in Portland and Salem and all that. But there was some stuff. I don't want to get into the technical things about it. But when I got there, we met with Lowe's. The good things is we met with Lowe's out there. I met with the manager, 2 Pro Desk guys. Love them. Great. They want to help us out so much. And then, I'm going to take this coat off. And then,
I know, I can take my jacket off. I got warm.
They want to help us out a ton, right? And then they came out to the shop, seen what we're doing. They're so excited about tiny homes out there. And then one of the Lowe's reps said to me, no, it was a Lansing window. We get windows. Windows are out 3-4 months out. Lowe's told me, if you order windows right now, we'll get them in 3 months.
What is going on?
Cedar, if you want any kind of cedar, they said you're going to get it out of New Zealand. The Canadian border is shut down.
Oh,
and Canada has all the cedar. So you can't buy cedar. I said, I don't want cedar. I want white pine TNG. We couldn't get TNG. Our supplier here in Knoxville, all our white pine TNG comes out of the Northeast. All right?
Okay.
Their TNG, spruce, pine, comes out of the Northeast. The same spot. It goes right by our building to go out to Oregon. But I can't buy from there and go here. I've got to go through the directories and stuff. So anyway, I made those arrangements. So now we've got TNG getting out there. It is the COVID. It's everything going on that's causing all this. Out there in Oregon, those guys had just come off of a 2-week COVID quarantine. All of them sick. It's wreaked havoc on everything. The roofing company that we're building the house right there, they were slow getting their metal. They're slow building, getting roofs. So they're needing work, but they can't get their metal. So now what I've done is I've set up all the vendors that I know it's going to take a while to get. We've already ordered everything. We're getting it all set up. We're getting it done. And also I set up with the builders out there. When you've got the partnerships, you've got different aspects. They got talent, but they may not have been in the industry a long time.
Right.
Okay. You don't know that when you interview. You don't know that when you set a guy out here and he's building a home. You don't know how he's going to run his business. All right. So that's why we call it a partnership. You're not just an employee. And employees, they come, they perform a task, and then they go home. When you're a partnership, you're engaged. You're performing and you're thinking. It's like cognitive thinking, they call it. It's like you have to problem solve. You have to maneuver and make things work. And so I told him, I said, you can't just assume I'm going to ship everything you need, right? Something may happen. We got busy here. We maybe overlooked something, and then you don't have something. You need to have the foresight to be able to look ahead and say, Randy, we're getting ready to do this. Bless you. Bless you. And in 3 days, I'll be TNG. 3 days, I need a kitchen sink, faucet. I need a discussion. I need cutoffs. I need an outside spigot, all that. I did an inventory. We sent all that. What do you have? What don't you have? You have to be engaged like that. because I got 3 guys. Their payroll's this. I got to make payroll. I got to get money. How's it going to match? If I don't have this down, if I don't have this done, and if it don't get done in this time, and you're building 2 or 3 at a time, it is a constant. And we're building 15, 20 at a time.
Yeah.
Right? Take that and do it here. And I know the chaos. I know everything about how it has to be done.
Right.
So I told them, I had to rope all that in and say, okay, this is what I needed to do to perform to make sure that this happens. This is what you need to do to perform. And I had to analyze and diagnose everything that had been, and also on top of that is instruct in the physical aspects of building what they're doing, right? And going through and critiquing and doing a quality control checklist. What we need to change, what we need to add, what we don't have, how can we make this, what you did wrong, how you need to make this right, done. And I said, I'll be back, right? So now we're being engaged daily, pictures, videos, conference calls, everything, until they got this thing cranking and rolling. He was assuming, I was assuming, and that's the last thing you want to do, right?
Exactly.
So
we all know what assume means.
So I thank you to the homeowners. I called the homeowners. They were more than gracious. I could have come back with no but. Seriously.
Yeah.
And they were very gracious. It's been too long for waiting for their homes. But you got all this other stuff with the ordering of materials and the COVID and the guys and, all that composited together is a challenge. But you know what we did? And I thought about this. Oh, here's my microphone. What I thought about was we have the greatest customers in the industry.
Really?
And I'm not just saying that.
Right.
They're with us. They're on Team ITH.
Right.
And they don't have to be. They could have screamed and hollered. And listen, I've had it all my life. I mean, you make mistakes and that's what happens. And you just say, okay, and I do my best and we get it done, right? But that feeling of getting your butt chewed out and being made feel like you're an idiot, because I do feel like an idiot and it is my fault.
Right.
It just is hard on you, man. And then you carry that whole spirit with you, getting that job done. I've learned to just not completely, but almost let it roll off my back, because I have to perform. If I allow it to devastate me, then I can't go on.
Right.
So we move on from that. But it was so refreshing for the homeowner to say, hey, I understand. What do we need to do to regroup? What do we need to do? Give me a timeline. Where we at? What's going on? Give me, I said, perfect. You're going to work with me? He said, yeah, we'll work with you. Let's get it going. So that's what we did. And I can't thank you all enough for working with me, working with the situation. All right. So that's why I say we have some of the greatest customers known. The foam panel homes, the 24 footers that I sold, perfect people, man. I can't wait to build them and get them out. We got 2 special crews building those that don't take away from anything inside the shop here. I've employed 2 crews to build those out there. Totally new men that have been trained to build these, So I just wanted to tell you, that's what I went out to Oregon for, to take care of them guys. If I have to go out again in another week and a half, it's just what I have to do. I don't like traveling that much. It takes a full day to travel, and you get out there and the time change is 3 hours difference, and then you got to get it together. And then, when you go to a different place, I know I've been there a couple times and you feel acclimated, but you got to get into it. You got to think about it. And that's the thing I tell the partnerships when they come here. I said, listen, it's going to take you a week just to feel, just your brain and your body, just to feel and the newness of guys and people and weather and how it works. Totally understand all that, how you're sleeping and the food you're eating and the schedule you're on, Then you can start performing. It takes a week just to get acclimated, even if you're from this time zone. But I want to tell you, thank you for watching tonight and tuning in. And I know we have some regular followers that follow us, and you guys mean a lot to us. It's like we look forward to telling you what's going on. We know you support us, and then all you that are tuning in new. I talk to a lot of people that are just now getting to know us, watching our videos, maybe watching a month or so, or a couple months, and they've looked back into older videos. So I encourage you not just to look at the new ones, go back and look at the ones that are, Lord, years ago. Some of them are really funny. We were on Facebook 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we got some awesome ones on Facebook. A
lot of funny ones.
A lot of funny ones. We used to have skits and we do stuff and all that,
And they're worried to death about Ace. You know how he's always wanting out just kind of.
Okay, you know where Ace has been?
Yeah.
Ace has been, what, 4 days? 4 or 5 days?
Since Friday?
Yeah. All right. So he has been at Amanda's with 4 of his buddies, because she's got 4 dogs over there in the house. They've been tug of war for 4 days, sleeping with her, sleeping on the sofa, eating
Running
anytime
in the
they want,
woods,
doing whatever they
playing.
want, open the door like a train ride, going outside the door, heading into the woods, barking, chasing rabbits, and now look at him. He's wanting to go outside.
And he just went outside right before we came on the show.
He did.
Yeah.
So he's got the freedom spirit going on right
Yeah,
here. He's wanting to hit the road, don't you, buddy? He missed me. He peed all over himself,
He
but
did.
he'd
He
rather
did.
be gone.
And two, you have to be careful at night. I know I do at my house. And if you let them out at night, there's coyotes around here, so you have to be very careful. But Randy will, he'll go back out one more time.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yep. I'm going to do a video on design, okay? And I'll talk a little bit about it tonight. And it's about designing. We are getting ready to restructure our entire company. I just want to give you tonight, I literally just pulled in for an all-day traveling getting here from Oregon. But I wanted to tell you some key points of what's coming on in these next few weeks. And I want to take you all with us on this journey. I want to take you with us and show you our restructuring of our company.
Yeah.
You say, Randy, why do you want to do that? I want to do that because I want to show you how it works. I want you to have confidence in our company, and I want you to have a good feeling about where we're going with our future. Because if you're thinking about buying a house from us, you want to feel assured that, hey, when you buy a house from us, you're buying part of our business.
Right.
You're buying something that lasts years and years. You want to make sure it's good, well built. You want to make sure the company is strong. You're investing in us. It's like you're buying stock, right? You only buy stock from a company that you think, hey, it's going to stay there a long time, it's going to grow, and my stock will be worth more money, right?
Right.
Well, we hope that your homes will be worth more money. And we hope that we're building a commodity for you, that you'll be able to make money off our homes, or they'll keep their value. And to do that, we have to have a strong company. We can have a strong premise. We can have a strong identity in who we are, and a protocol that we follow that is united throughout the whole company, in a mindset with everybody here. So all these steps that I've got, just those little few that I discussed just now, and I've got just pages of ideas and notes. I'm taking the company and we're cutting it completely to where the first phone call and the first email that comes to this company, to where that home is sitting in that driveway of that person's home.
Right.
All right. So we're revamping everything. Everybody's job is being diagnosed. If we don't need them, we'll move them. If we can't move them, we got to get rid of them.
Right.
That's everybody. We got to. If I wish you could get rid of me if I wasn't performing. We have to perform. All of us have to perform. All of us have to have value, because this little bitty company is not a big nationwide Ford Motor company. It is a mom and pop place. All right.
Right.
And if we build 150 homes a year, great. But you know what? It takes our overhead. Our overhead right now, depending on the number of homes that we put out, can be up to $4,000 a house.
Yeah.
Our overhead. That's employees that we have. And we've cut a lot of our employees out because we have partnerships.
Right.
And I could get into this. We have an accountant. We have all this data that we use. And we know what it's costing to build a home, what the overhead is in a home, and why we have to charge what we do, and how are we going to perform and make money. And if we have a setback, then we have infrastructure. We still got to build, the 100, 200 foot long building out here. That's got to have money. There's job positions we need to fill, because as the company grows in partnerships and other things, we need another website, we need a management company. There's a lot of, and I'm just shooting just a skimming of the top of what's going on here. This is a little bitty company, and think about all that's going on here and all the topics that are being used to perform and to make this thing happen. From the quality control, the inventory, the vendors that we use, keeping control of that, the homeowners, the designers, all the ANSI certifications, the communities, right? And then the management companies, and the growth in the future and the infrastructure. All that in this little bitty company that started in Amanda's backyard 5 years ago. So I'm in this for the long haul. I want this thing to go on after I'm gone. All right? And I plan on hoping to live in a little while. All right? So I want this thing to rock and be strong and competitive and destroy every company in the country. I love for that. And they should have that mindset with me
Right.
in a very, very business-friendly competition. But, so, in the next few weeks, I'm going to be taking you through this journey. And I'm going to explain to you, not in detail, we're not going to have you come and sit in our meetings, but I'm going to tell you what's going on, what we've accomplished, and our changes in our company, so you guys can see this. Even if you're not interested in it, I think it'll be kind of interesting to see, hey, this is what we've had, this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, and then you can see the benefits of it and actually see how it's grown, and if these things we've implemented has helped the company get to where it needs to go.
Right.
All right? That's what we're going to do in the future. And I mean, in the next week or two, that's implemented and done. I know I was going to come out with a video January 1. Didn't have the time to do it, of the new product home that I want to feature. Okay, I've got the home, I've got the price, I'm going to do it Friday. So we'll do a video, I want to show you what's going on. I love this style home. I love the look of it, the size of it, the price of it. You guys are going to flip out over it. I know you are going to love it. And it's a different home than the 8x24 that we did. That was a massive, great seller.
It was.
And listen, this is going to be a good price.
Exciting.
It's going to be a great price. You know how I throw a price out there. And so you're going to see this home. So Friday, be ready, watch the show.
You know what I'm afraid you're going to do?
What? I'm going to say it.
You're going to say it, number one. Number two, you keep doing your hands and you're doing a shape. And it's like, quit doing the shape.
I just designed it.
You just air designed.
Just retract your back. Put a little, all the lines with my hand.
You just air designed the house.
Yep. So,
Okay.
so that's exciting
That's
for
gonna
us.
be fun.
Exciting for you all.
Yeah.
In the surveying of things, I talked to the surveyor today. He's got all the paperwork done, the survey's done. He shot the locations of all the manholes out here. Now he's going to shoot the elevations. He's going to come out. I've got to meet with him tomorrow morning at about 11 a.m. in Knoxville, which I hate going, but I got to go that. Great guy. Finally got a hold of him. He's been busy. Got that done. So we'll be putting the sewer in
Oh my gosh.
on the beach.
And yeah.
The water and power is almost done anyway. The water's already in.
Ooh.
Sewer's going to go in. We tie it in. Yep.
Oh, and I also want to say, with you bringing up the beach, the last lot was sold today.
Really?
So the beach is full.
Nice.
The beach is full.
That's, I was in the airport. God, I can't remember. I was probably in Oregon. And they've got a building, and I know I've told you all before, but I hope that I financially can get to a point, and this is what I want to do. Any money I make, everybody, I just reinvest it and keep building everything. I want to put like a big airport building over the beach, right?
That'd be cool.
And I want to have it to where it's almost like a big greenhouse over the beach. I love tropical, all right? I love tropical plants. I love tropical places. I'm a beach guy, even though I love these mountains, and I can build homes and run a chainsaw and be in the mud and everything else. But when it comes time to it, I love surfing. I love in the water. I love salt water. I love all the marine life. So the beach is that's my playground. And I know it doesn't look like it because it's on concrete and everybody's, what do you call it, the beach? I said, just bear with me.
Yeah.
So you all investing in the beach, and I know why you did. It's $200 a month. So it's a place to park your home, right?
And Ashley just said Atlanta Airport has that. I've never seen Atlanta
Okay.
Airport, but maybe something like that.
Yeah, they were in in Oregon. They had green plants
Now,
hanging.
that was beautiful.
Oh
in
my
there.
God, it's just
it was
like
pretty.
So I want to make sure that it looks growing in there, and
I
if,
think that's going to be the biggest surprise because you can see what a forest is going to look like. You can see what a wooded lot, the prairie. You can kind of see what's going to go on there. You're not going to believe the ideas he has for this beach.
Yeah,
It's going to look fantastic.
and the more money I can make and add,
Sure.
I can sell homes and build the businesses. That's why we're restructuring, so we can make this place make money.
Beautiful.
We'll put it over there, and
Yeah.
I think it'll be an icon across the country that your tiny homes are living inside this little dome thing and palm trees and birds flying around in it.
And Lisa said that Denver Airport is tents. LOL, it's pretty. What's that mean?
Yeah,
tents?
I seen that too. Years ago when I went to Breckenridge with the boys,
Yeah.
it's like they got this pole,
Yeah.
and it's this like this, and it's like a big circus
Like
tent.
tents?
Like it looks like a circus
Oh, that's
tent,
what she said.
and there's like a dozen of them lined up, and that's
I
just
don't
the
remember
building.
that.
And I thought about that over there too.
Cool.
Yes. Anyway, that's what I want to do here. There's some dreams and aspirations. You know what? And not to get off the subject, but you would think, why, Randy, do you want to pour all that energy into this business?
Right.
Why do you want to pour all your energy and keep going and growing?
Right.
And why do you want to keep doing this? Because it's more headaches. Every house I build is another challenge, right? Mm-hmm. Well, and I know you've all heard me talk about it, but we all have to have a dream. We all have to have a reason. You know, I thought about when I was traveling, and what if I didn't have this business, right? What would I do? You know, I mean, what would I do? I mean, I'd be a carpenter, you know, I'd build houses. But I gotta have a vision. I gotta have a purpose, and I gotta have a dream. And, you know, everything's hard. I don't even think about that. I don't think about the hard work. Everything's hard.
Somebody say glutton for punishment?
Yeah, that's life. It's part of being a human, right?
Yeah.
And my cliche, and I've heard an NFL guy quote it, and I love his quote. He says, "The sooner you learn discomfort to deal with discomfort and embrace it, the sooner you'll succeed." You're right? And I love what I'm doing. I love building homes. I love building communities and parks and inventing things. It's exciting. The part that I don't like, and I know every businessman, this is part of it, is the money, is making it work.
Of course.
Anybody can dream, and anybody can have ideas, and anybody can say, oh, I'm going to make it look like this and do this and this. All right, great. Make it financially work. Get it done, pay for itself, and not go broke doing it, right? Mm-hmm. Or ask somebody for money and banking, and then you got to go to get another job and pay that loan off to get that done, and then you're dead by the time you ever get it paid for.
That's true.
You never succeeded. So the money into this is critical, killing, hard.
Yeah, it's crucial. And this is it's a big deal. It's tiny houses, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. You know, I love who was it just said this? Ashley? She said everything is hard. We just have to choose our hard. So you have to choose. That's a good.
Choose our hard.
Yeah, choose what it is.
This is my hard right here. You know,
sure.
But this feeds me back. I get a lot of feedback from you all, and that's why we come on. I called Amanda this morning and I said, hey, I'll probably be home about 7:30. Will you be there? You want to do a show? And she said, you really want to do one when you get home? I said, yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Because I know you all were waiting. I wanted to get home. I wanted to tell you all, this is who we are. This is our life. This is, Amanda's got her life in a home, and I know everybody has one here, and I'm getting one. I'm going to have a house and settle, all that stuff. But this is her life. This is what she does, Tom does, all of us, me. This is who we are. So to come on tonight and let you guys know what we're doing and where we're going is important for us,
Yeah.
So for me to take on all that, right, you think would be, why would you do that? I love what I do, even though there's going to be some bumps and it's an uphill grind.
Of course.
I don't know. I think I'm just built for that, So anyway, I want you guys to be a part of it. I want you to follow us what we're doing and see the progress, see the bumps and see the disasters that happen. And I'll share them with you the whole way. All right. And I'll tell you.
And Friday, what time? Are we going to do it pre-recorded? Are we gonna do a live show? What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
And about what time?
We should do it Friday evening.
We should do it in the evening.
Yeah.
So Friday evening, be expected.
I like doing a Friday night show.
Yeah.
Because it's Friday night and
exciting.
stuff. Yeah. So we'll do a Friday night. That'll give me all day Friday.
Yeah.
To get with you guys. Tomorrow at 3. I've got to meet with all the guys. It's a big meeting. The Amish are coming in for the meeting. All the partnerships in the area are coming in. They're physically coming to the shop. Now they got a lot to share with the partnerships.
Yes.
About everything.
Big meeting.
And so I'm excited about that and keeping track of everybody. I wish the Oregon guys could have come home with me and been a part of this meeting. I may go live with some of it so they can see, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
And Travis is asking, and I'm glad he's bringing it back up because we just kind of passed the beach. So is the beach the next to be finished? So it's ready. Beach
is next.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and what happens if you have the beach here? Travis, I think, did a plat for us. And I'll have a plat tomorrow to show you guys. The survey has done a plat of all 34 acres and all the land and everything around us. And it shows all 3 parks, right?
Right.
The beach is in the middle because you get Fort Beach and Prairie. Well, the sewer is over here behind the building, behind this building, over here. So the sewer is going to come out of the beach, down towards the Prairie, cross the Prairie, and then back behind the building. And all that has to be downhill. All right? So the sewer, the main line sewer, will go to the beach first. And then off the Prairie will tie into that sewer. So there's a main line going down, 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 and then the Prairie will tie into that. It's all been engineered by the engineer, submitted to the state, validated, done. So now it's just, and all the materials have been bought and purchased. The manholes are here. All I need now
That's exciting.
All I need now is yumpers to come over here and dig.
Can I tell a quick story? I met with a couple of customers today. You're going to be meeting with them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But they went over to the
resort
to walk around. They were going to drive around and all that stuff. Well, they came up with they told them pretty much in the nice, harshest way possible, nobody's going up in there. You can't go up in there. You can't drive up in there. You can't do none of that stuff. And they were just kind of like, oh, well, we're just, they were going to hike up there or whatever, and said, nope, that ain't going to happen today or whatever like that. I said, listen, Yump was ticked off at Randy when we drove up there. He just don't like that.
Nope.
He'll like all that
mess
stuff.
up my roads.
That's it. So, so they went over there. So they found it very funny. So I was like, yep, they're just not,
Yep.
So.
And that is a special place over there, the resort. And we still have home sites over there if you guys want to be a part of that. And we'll touch on that Friday too. About the cost and what's going on and how that's going to work. But I cut in more road over there than I was thinking. And I actually went around a mountain. So we went up, and it's almost like a Brothers Cove mountain where we went around. And when you're on the side of a mountain and you cut a road in, then you got it off the bottom, right? Well, it's not super steep, but what I'm thinking about building is platforms. Like I did at Brothers Cove. You'll pull your house and your car out on a platform. And then you'll park it, and then poof. It's not, you're not on top of a mountain, and you're not seeing the world and everything, but it's a beautiful wooded mountain view that you'll see in your tiny home. So awesome. I think it's going to look kind of cool.
I think it's going to be very cool.
So stuff like that, you're going to say, Randy, did you figure out in your cost and your overhead and all that stuff? Nope. Nope. It's when it comes to developing, you run into rock, you run into some types of soils, weather, delays, thing that costs more money than you think. When I think about a platform like that, when I build a platform, it's less work that the excavators have to do. You don't have to have all these retaining walls. You don't have to have all this reseeding, all this drainage and runoff water and all that. I like taking virgin ground. I like building roads, take the virgin ground and not mess with it and create these platform structures where when it rains, nothing's disturbed in the soil. And the water's still there, the trees are still there, everything's there. It's like we move into the woods and we're a part of the woods. Except for just where the road is.
It's going to be so pretty.
So I know I'm painting a picture with my hands and describing it with my words, but that's what's exciting about over there. If you guys want anything, an idea of what I've done in the past, is go to brotherscove.com and you'll see it. That's a resort that I built. Every single house, every single lot, all the roads, the infrastructure. I personally did it all. And then Yump dug it with his dozer.
Exactly.
So it gives you an idea. I only say that to reference because I'm trying to sell these home sites over there. So you'll feel safe and secure about what I'm doing.
And David and Karen that was here for the blowing up the tree, they went over there and they posted a lot of pictures of over there, and they were just blown away by how it looks. It's just to be there. And just like we talked before, maybe here soon, going with all this COVID and everything like that, may have a group to come over, people look at it and stuff like that. So, some tours.
You know what the surveyor said today? With what's happening at the Capitol building and the country, and I really didn't even really know what's going on. I just heard it because I was driving. But he actually said to me, he said, my wife and I have got a nice house. It's paid for over here. Excuse me. But he said, I'm really thinking about getting a tiny home. He said,
Really?
he said, man, if we just reduced everything out of here and it didn't cost us, you know, a couple $100 a month to live, he said, we got to consider that.
Yeah.
He said, I'm paying taxes and heat and air bills and everything. I got a 4,000 square foot house. He said, we don't need this, you know.
Right.
And he said, you know, your 160 acres, you might want to consider building some more homes like fast, man. Some lots and going. And there's areas, and I've thought about it. The thing is, I just don't want to keep developing and pushing people to buy.
Right.
I hate asking everybody, hey, you want to buy this? And I'm pushing that over there because we need to sell homes to keep paying for that place, right? And that's just not me. That's why I sell my homes at the prices we sell them at. Nobody ever asked me to go down on a price.
Yeah.
Because it's a good deal. That's what I want. I want people to say, you know what? That's a good deal. I want it in and I'm done. So the only other thing that I'm thinking is that we need to have more people know about us and who they is. And the only way I know to do that is if you guys would right now, if you would hit your thumbs up for me and just hit that one and hit your thumbs up button. And that helps promote this video to maybe other people that might cue in and say, maybe it's a community or a park or a tiny home and they'll see this video and maybe they'll look into who we are and, you know, buy a home from us.
Well, and two, the Prairie, I think there's 5 lots still left at the Prairie.
Okay.
That's all we have left over here. And also, let's talk about the financing.
Yes. And, well, you know more about the financing than I do.
Well, just that it's still available.
We do have financing available, everybody. It's 21st Mortgage. There is financing for these homes. And
Hearth.
And Hearth. Hearth is a personal loan. You'll have to have your debt income ratio has got to be right on because it is based on who you are, not your collateral of what you can offer to get a loan. All right?
And we've actually had one person that has went through Hearth.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
And in Hearth, we get our money up front. With 21st Mortgage, we don't get money until the house is built. Right. It is hard. That is a tough thing to do. Your deposit is all we get. We buy the trailer, we buy some materials, and it's gone. No money for labor, no money to finish it, nothing. So if you're financing a home from us, we don't get any money till it's done. So we need to get your houses built, get it out of here so we can have that money to keep rolling.
And this is another thing, you know, we had a big meeting last Wednesday before Randy left, and Vicki just mentioned, and we had brought this up too, Vicki said we need Amanda to do staging, and that's something that has fell off because of the workload and so much.
You've been working your butt off in here.
But that's something that will help too, is to get more of the word out, is to decorate the houses.
It is, man.
That's something we're
And we've always known that.
We know it.
And the only time Amanda's ever decorated was at night.
Yeah.
We'd work all through the night or all weekend and then come back and then, and then we'd have, you know, videos done of it. It is so much work, everybody.
And over here, it's location. Now there's everybody needs
there's nowhere to put one.
Spot, so
there's
nowhere to decorate.
That's why we need 200 more feet of building. And I want polished videos. I would love it. I wish the homeowners would decorate their house and we'll do a video on it. Anybody that has, but it's got to be decorated and pretty.
That's what Michelle said. She said staging makes a big difference, and we know. It's just there's nowhere physically to do it right now.
So what sells our homes? What sells our homes without the staging? We've sold over 100 homes since we've been in. So what sells them? Price.
Price is number one.
Price. I know you love us and we're honest and we do good work, but I know if it comes down to money, not for everybody, and that's why we try to keep our prices competitive. And then it's quality and who we are as people, and that's why we're.
And Kay Kelly, people, word of mouth. Yep.
And that's
a big deal.
We have built an entire business on your all's word of mouth, these videos, and being honest about how we build and what we do.
Right.
And keeping our prices lower and affordable.
Yeah.
Without staging.
Right.
But I'd love to have more polished videos.
Oh, well, sure.
So much. Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be something I could, we ain't got time. I hate to say, hey, we would sub it out to somebody to do and pay them a fee, but there you go, paying somebody to do it.
No, it's just that.
It's just, you know how to do it. You do a great job.
But this is the year, like you said, of perfection.
Yep.
So that's what we're working on it, and that's what we talked about, is that a place I'm going to get back to decorating.
Yep.
We've got to tighten up the office and get some things put where they need to go.
And then you get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So.
Good. I mean, we're talking business right now in
I
front of
know.
everybody. We're
I
talking,
just
this is what
got-
we're
I
going
just
to
gotta
do.
have a spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know what we need to do,
No, I
everybody.
know.
I have people give me suggestions all the time. I've had most of this whole entire structure, business plan, and what I wanted to do 5 years ago.
Right.
I had it in my mind about partnerships, how I wanted them to work, how I wanted to perform. I didn't know about software and technical things that
Right.
could help me perform,
Right.
but I knew about the premise of how I wanted this business to run and how I wanted it. You know, I wanted it not a Walmart or a Target of tiny homes,
Right.
but we're wholesale, everybody. But we're offering top-notch designing,
Right.
top-notch amenities through the roof. So we're offering for $150,000, $200,000 tiny homes you get,
Right.
we're offering what they offer you for a third of the price or half the price, right? And it's hurt us. It's hard. Like our designers. When you have Marianne, Cassandra, and Barbara now, and then you got Alex, and you got Kim, and you got these designers, that's right out of the pocket. There's nothing into that design, in this price of that home. When you take $4,000 a house to pay for overhead, where does design come out of that? There's no profit left. So there's no profit, you don't build a building.
Right.
You don't build an infrastructure. You don't build an office. You don't hire a salesperson. You don't grow. If you don't feed into your infrastructure, you die. And that's what
Right.
we're doing. So that's why we're restructuring. We got a great foundation of a business.
And two, another thing now is the central location for communication is
Yes.
kind of mentioned that. Yeah.
Co-Construct's going to really pour on harder than what it is. We're going to use it in our sales. We're going to use it in all of our information, our emails, and everything we have. It's a beautiful, it's way bigger program than I'm aware of. Part of the meeting tomorrow with the partnerships is that everybody that's building the house, they're going to put together on there a schedule of events, a schedule of what they're going to want to perform, what the dates they want to perform it. So at the beginning of that home, you're going to see, hey, in 3 days of framing, right? Fire and the plumbing and this and the roof and the windows and the doors. You're going to see that's their projected schedule of time to get
Right.
done. You as a homeowner can see that. Then you can see the pictures of it downloaded. And that's what they're going to do. All right? Then a little lackadaisy in some of that. Some guys are good, some guys aren't. Some guys are
Right.
places where they don't have internet. All right? And they'll work 3 or 4 days. Oh, they got to put them on here. It's all going to be done daily. If they're working on their house and they don't have internet, they're going to download it and they're going to go to Kroger's over here in Food City and sit in the parking lot
Or McDonald's or something.
and they're going to download it.
Right.
And that's just what you have to do. And they're going to be more responsible about everything they're doing, not in the house build because they're great builders, but in the expediting of being efficient with their time. And that's what I want to teach them. I'm excited about that. That is not a burden for me. That is something I'm looking so forward to seeing how we can make this thing blossom more and give these guys more incentive and see how they can grow
Yeah.
within this place,
Awesome.
But Co-Construct's going to be a big deal for us too.
Yeah,
And it was something
it
else.
may even get to, something. Co-Construct is nothing to start lightly. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to start. It's hard to.
Took us 4 months to download everything on it.
Yeah. It's a lot. And then now we're in the process. Amber, of course, Amber's delivering the baby tomorrow.
Yeah.
They had mentioned that on here. But Amber is taking the build list that we have and transferring all that data onto Co-Construct. That's going to take some time.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It's
to
that
do
learning curve again. And every time there's a learning
I
curve,
know.
there's money.
I know. Exactly. So eventually, it may be sales will be doing the contracts through Co-Construct, trying to learn that, right?
Yep. And that's part of our business meetings and what we're doing and taking every bit of this and redoing it all. I don't know if that bores you all or not.
No,
I don't know if you like to see all that stuff. I don't know. I've just never known anybody that would say, hey, this is a business we're doing and we're going to show you how we do it, And at the end of the year, I'd like to do at the end of the year?
What?
I like to show our money. I like to show how much we made, how much we spent, what's going on.
Hey, we'll get Paul over here.
That's where we're at, everybody.
Paul, our accountant.
Yep. I swear, at the end of the year, I'll show you our profit margins and our P&Ls and all that stuff. I really don't care because if I make a lot of money, I'm going to be proud of it.
Yeah.
I am not going to hold back.
No.
If I don't make money, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep trying, right?
Well, with it being, when you claim the year of perfection, that is like just putting the icing on the cake, trying to get everything just
Yeah.
exactly how it needs to be.
It is. You guys are going to see this place change inside here. You're going to see the offices change. The building out there is going to change. It's going to get bigger out there. Year 21
Right.
is this. I want it to look spit shined out here.
Yeah.
The business from inside and out. That's my goal for 2021.
I agree.
And Amanda will have our double mic back.
Yes.
What happened to that mic, Amanda?
Can never found the piece, the receiver or whatever it's called, the transmitter, whatever. Had to buy another one. It was $100 to replace that. So it will be here Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So we hope to have better videos and things coming out. We do have a polished video somewhat that'll come out. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
We had a gentleman came. I think you all know him. He was here about a month
They were
ago.
asking about it a little bit
Yep.
ago.
So
The
that'll
drone.
come out. We may make some changes on it. I told him even though it's not everything that we wanted on it. He did a great job. I said, let's get it out there. Let's go. We got to get going on
And
this.
just to let them know, it's the drone video.
Yeah, it's the drone video. And so he's going to be able to take that. We're going to put some on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. So we're getting there. We're getting to the point where we're going to start doing that. Hopefully more in a routine basis, so we can offer them maybe once a month and show more. But we
Right.
got to get Amanda out there to decorate these homes so we can stage them.
Right.
God, it was something else, man, that we needed to talk about tonight.
Let's see, the financing and the foam houses and everything, the resort, prairie,
Done quite
the
a bit.
beach, the
We've
forest.
talked about it a lot.
The one that, look, he's finally tuckered
He's
out.
done.
Jesse said you can hear Amanda with or without a microphone. Hello, Jesse.
Is that our Jesse?
That's our Jesse. That's
Yeah.
right. Spray foam. Everybody calls him Spray Foam Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SPJ.
Everybody was buzzing here today. I mean, Will, you can't hardly keep up with Will.
No, he moves, man.
He is going everywhere, and everybody's using the walkie-talkies, and Tom's on the computer, and he's running around, and every time Tom would leave, somebody would come to the window, one of the guys. It's like, he's not here.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We're moving our construction office into the building. Tom and I and Will, we're going to be out in the building.
Yeah.
Our offices are
That's
changing.
going to be fantastic.
So that's going to be a big
Yeah.
deal. So much, everybody.
Another thing, everybody's curious about your mom. If you'll
Yeah.
give an update on your
All right,
mom.
I've been gone, of course, a little bit. Mom's got a UTI infection now. They've got a injectable antibiotic they're going to give her tomorrow. I can't believe she came back from before I left. I thought she was going to pass before I could get back.
Yeah.
My brother Sam is here in town. I just found that out today. I didn't know he was here. He's here in town visiting her, and but she's a fighter, man. She's still coming back. I thought she was going to be gone before I got back. So
Yeah, she was in bad shape.
yep. But she's lost a lot of weight. She was 125 consistently, and now she's like 104. I hate to say it, but she actually looks better. She looks like she can walk better because she's lost the weight. I don't know. So, but man, she's only what?
I mean, she's not tall.
She's probably 4'7"
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So, everybody, I think I'm done. There was some other things I wanted to talk to you about. I just want to get on here and just say hi to everybody and thank you for thinking about us and always being there and turning on your phones. I can't thank you enough for just watching us, right? And knowing that we can come on and know we got some people watching us is really I'm grateful for that, and I know being consistent with this is important. I watched a movie, all right, I watched the movie and it was called Jawline, all right, Jawline, and it's about a boy in Bristol, Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, and he was 14, 15 years old, and he got on YouTube and started doing videos like we're doing. And he would talk stuff. Of course, he was a cute little guy. Girls liked him. And he would talk about, you can be in there, you guys are good, you're strong, life's awesome, hang in there, all positive. And he was trying, and I don't know what he was getting because he couldn't sing, he couldn't dance, he didn't have a talent. He was just on there. He was just a kid that was kind of cute. And he was on there.
Okay.
So he built a following. Well, somebody found out about him and said, hey, you got a lot of people following you. We're going to go on tour. I didn't know they had these things. So they went on tour, and he's just mimicking singing and just partying, right?
Really?
And there would be hundreds of these people coming want to see him, and girls crying, and oh my God. But the girls are 13 to 15 years old. And they're like, oh my God. All right. So when he come back off a tour, he'd almost fell out of school. He flunked into class, and he was just losing. He was like, all right.
Jeez.
So what did he get from it, right? So then he's like, okay, and I got to go back to school. I got to get studying again. I got to graduate. I got to get a job, right? And so they said, well, he hadn't been posting much. So all of his followers quit following him. The little girls that were 13 and 15 have grown up, and they went to somebody else.
Yeah.
So what's your pitch now, guy?
Yeah.
Right? So he said, well, I got to get back on, and this is the punchline. He said, yeah. The guy said, well, how come you don't put out more videos? How come you're not on there more? How come you're not, all this energy, right? He said, dude. He said, now I got to work all day.
He's tired.
And then when I get home, I don't feel like putting a video out,
He's tired.
I'm 3 times older than him. I'm probably a little bit harder than he works.
Yeah. You work
Put a
hard.
video out every single day. Every day. And don't miss it for what? Years.
Yeah.
And the little guy said, I'm tired and I can't put a video. You know what he's missing? He's missing a purpose. He's missing a drive. He's missing a passion. He's missing just the fortitude of being uncomfortable and embracing it. Embrace the discomfort and you'll shoot to the stars.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you for watching tonight. I'm going to go lay down. I got a big day tomorrow.
Big day.
So excited. We'll be bringing you a video tomorrow. We'll come out here. Of course, it's going to be in some tiny homes. I wished I could come on during the day. We got a big meeting with the guys at 3. We may show some of that. There's some information. I don't know if I want the public to hear about it.
Right,
There's some things that we talk about in business with the guys.
Right.
And I want them to talk and ask questions and stuff. So, and they don't really like being on video a lot,
Yeah.
But I would like for you guys to meet. So we may come on towards the end and you guys can meet all of our men and all of our people and see what's going on, all right? So, but we will have a video.
What was the name of the movie Mary wants to know?
It's called Jawline.
Jawline.
And it's not, it's really a documentary. It's not a movie. Jawline. I don't know. It was just on the airplane,
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can find it on Hulu or Netflix.
Okay.
And it's not glamorous or anything, but I just found it interesting of how people are generating attention through social media. And he's just a kid, so he's not learning much, but it gave him a purpose and a reason, and it made Bristol, Tennessee look like a dead-end, hopeless place to be from.
Well, that's not good.
No,
Bristol's
it showed
great.
Bristol. It showed
I know.
Kodak.
Yeah.
It showed Kodak up there. Oh, it's Kingsport. It's
Yeah,
Kingsport.
Kingsport.
It showed Kingsport with Kodak factory and the smoke coming out. Old junkyard dogs and old beat up trucks and dirt roads and trash laying around. It showed all that.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You can take any town in the United States. You could take beautiful
Take those
Portland.
shops, yeah.
Beautiful Portland or whatever you guys think's a pretty beautiful city and make it look like junk.
I know.
And it took these kids had a hopeless place to live in old Kingsport, Tennessee.
Aw.
And I thought, you know what? Dreams are made everywhere.
Yes, they are.
Put a kid in LA right there. He's going to be just as bad off, bored out of himself, everything as he would in Kingsport, Tennessee. And it's just what we do with this right here.
It's the same mindset that they talk about, that no matter how much money you have, that it doesn't bring you the happiness.
It's right here is where it's at. Right here is what gives the people that want to like you comes from your heart and your mind and how you portray. You come across like a prude and you come across like a know-it-all and you want to correct everybody's English and you want to make sure their stories are spot on. You're not going to get anybody to want to talk to you.
No.
But let them go and enjoy yourself and who you are. You're going to have more and more life come out of you, So anyway, everybody, I'm so pumped up tomorrow about 3 o'clock meeting with the guys. I'm going to talk about everything, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm going to have this outline, and I may share with you a little bit of what we do. I get excited about it because it's changing people's lives. It's changing the company's life. And I'm not trying to sell Amway. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to just build tiny homes, and it's not just that, because inside me, it's building. These guys have got families and kids. What are they going to be doing in a year from now?
Yeah.
Why are they coming to work every day? Why? Is it more than just the money? All that stuff plays a part of why we do what we do and make this company strong, that it's here 30 years from now.
Right.
And we can make and go through any bump in the road that's coming, because they're coming, everybody.
Oh, always.
We got massive bumps every day, but there's some big bumps coming, and I want to make sure we get right through them. God, I could just keep going, couldn't I?
I know.
Can you believe I traveled? I got up at 3:30 this morning.
I heard that.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, look at, I'm gonna part with this coat. I got so many compliments. I was out in Oregon, and I got to the hotel, and they were saying, wow, where's that coat? And I said, well, it's not the coat, it's what's in the coat. Yep. But they like my coat, so thank you very much, Amanda, for this coat.
You're welcome.
I bought it for Christmas.
Yeah, it looks nice.
All right, I'm tuning off. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.
Look at him, look.
What do you think, buddy? Huh? You ready to go lay down and go to bed? See ya.